you ready for the school year? Give me a loud yeah! Yeah! Who wants to do it next? $5, Jerry, $5. I'll let you do it. $5. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. We had to try to top last year. I don't know if we did or not, but we're still going to try and keep this going, okay? So, who watched the Olympics? Yeah, I know you guys did. The high school kids are too cool to watch the Olympics, apparently, so, as always, we have to do our staff introductions. All right? So, one by one, the staff is chosen to do an event that was played in the Olympics as their intro. So, when they come out, give them a big round of applause, and let's get the school year kicked off right. All right. Go ahead and hit it. Slowly. Fisher, Mrs. Alistoner, Mrs. Brevis, Mrs. Cook, Mrs. Howell, Mrs. Sabota, Miss Fiala, Mrs. Hanneman, and Mrs. Miller. It will set a land speed record. This is going to be good. So, are we going against each other? So, where's the finish line at? Oh, wow, that's quick. Oh, come on, Mrs. Fisher. Great job. Next, we have some archers that want to prove how good they are. Mr. Watson and Mr. Brester. They've done it 1,000 times. I think it can be done. Oh, that was a practice shot. And next, kayaking. The two best kayakers in the world, they're a team. They can't be stopped. Mr. and Mrs. Cash. Get it going, get it going. Our next ones have some artistic swimming they'd like to do for you. They got a brand new pool for this. Oh, here they come. Mrs. Freemanfeld and Mrs. Bree Bachman. Some artistic swimming.
Swish your tail and dive on in and trust that if you just keep swimming like this and all that rim. Just keep swimming. What do we do?
Oh, wow. Such artistry. That's fantastic. That's cooking off. Next, we would like to bring some animals to the stage with Mrs. Lovesky and Mrs. Miller on show jumping with horses. Wow. That's neat. Next, we have Mrs. Irvine and Mrs. Cummins showing us all how to golf. Forward. Oh yeah, all right. Whoa. Next, We have Mrs. Wentz and Mrs. Hathaway. They will throw the javelin. It's fantastic. Oh wow, that's a great job. Yeah! Fantastic. And last, we have Mr. Bachman and Mr. Fudgina are going to compete in the fencing competition. So fencing for all you guys have swords. This is a real sword game. Oh, get it, get it, get it. Man down, winner, Mr. Fudgina. Judges, who was our winner? One more. All right, everybody. Last but not least, the man of the show, his idea. Mr. Fulton! There he is! I think we have a winner. Warm up those vocalizers. Next, we have a little special segment for you guys after Mr. Faltus gets this done.
All right, some of you are probably wondering why I have a golf club and an American flag. Who knows who won the Olympic gold medal at this year's Olympics? Yeah, the one and only Scotty Scheffler from the USA. USA! 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 It's a great country. And if anybody was watching that, there was a time where Scotty was down a few strokes in the last round, but came back with a vengeance and ended up winning. We put a little wager on the last day of school on a little golf scramble, and just like us, we were out to a hot start. Up 2 strokes and 2 holes, got a little nervous. We lost. So the 3 horsemen of myself, Mr. Jeff Bachman, and Mr. Jared Budger, to come on out, gentlemen. We lost to a team of 4. Mr. Cash, Mr. A. Bachman, Mr. Cole Fisher, and Mr. Tyler Brester. They won. They had 4 people because Mr. Cash had 1 arm, but even with that 1 arm, he's probably still better than Mr. Budget. All right, so game's a game. On the first tee, Mr. Brester, how many of you know he likes to bet? Blair Whitfield, you know that he likes to bet, right? Yeah, you lost a couple. All right, so we bet on the first tee. The losing team has to do something. And with the help of Mrs. Secchi, we're going to show you what we have to do. Everybody stand, put your hands over your hearts, and check out that flag. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright bright stars through the perilous, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, that was incredible and incredibly terrible. But yes, honor our nation. Thank you guys. That's it. And just put your money where your mouth is. That's what happens. So anyway, welcome everybody to 2024, 2025. It's a great day to be alive, right? Okay. Look at how many kids we have in the building. I want to say that this is the most kids we've had, I would say, probably in 25 years that are walking through these halls, okay? So that's a testament to everybody here, the community, the teachers, and I think it shows you that every year Mr. Faltus and I have an idea on the first day of school how we're going to do things. And we say, teachers, you better have an idea, or anybody else that wants to have an entry, because they love being here, they love teaching you, they love seeing you every day. And we truly mean that, okay? We're a community, we want to make this place the best, right? We always say, let's be the best. And that's a testament to all these people here, okay? They will do anything for you, and it's going to be a great school year, all right? Couple things here before we wrap it up. As you go through the school year, just think about all the successes that we've had in the past 5 years, right? We've done some lot of great things. You know, I think a lot, we look at the banners that we've hung up on the wall, right? That's great, but there's more than that, okay? There's way more than that. We have a beautiful school. We have great teachers. And we have all these opportunities for you guys to do throughout the year, okay? So just remember that. Just remember how great it is now, okay? Because we will try our best to make your experience here the best it's ever been. We'll do anything for you. We might get mad once in a while. We might tell you to do this, but in the end, we'll do anything for you, okay? Let's have a great year. Mr. Faltus, I believe you want the 712 to stay here. As always, hashtag... One more time, hashtag. All right, thanks guys, let's go.
Corn hack. it. Well, so you can see it when they on my trip, I just take that. It's easy. It's just like basic stuff. Do you know what the alcohol level for tolerance is? 0.08. Answer that question, and then there's also another question about alcohol is. That's it. That's the answer. Not alcohol is fun. I put that because I had one that he asked me that. He's like, why'd you put that? I was like, I had one that
Because one of our things we always want to watch this on the ground though. What do you
They
do?
were way too easy. I just had one with them.
All right, we're gonna get started so you guys can get to class here in the next, 20 minutes or so. All right, perfect way to start the year off. Zip it into 2024. I wanted to put it up there, but they wouldn't work. But there was a lot of people that were crashing. And what Mr. Fisher wanted to first do is there is a beam right in between those two doors where he thought we could hook it right out of there. Well, we were doing some searching of what we should hook it onto. Well, we both weigh more than 200 pounds. It's 250-pound weight limit. You start torquing on it, he would have just caved that entire wall in. So we skipped that idea. We went to the basketball hoop. He jumped on it about, a tenth of the way there, and about ripped the whole thing down. So luckily we had enough zip line left to go to that pole, which was my initial idea, but he thought it was stupid. And it ended up working and nobody got hurt, luckily. Okay? So yeah, zip it into 2024. I don't know if it was better than last year, but it was pretty cool. Like I told these girls down here before, the only way to beat last year is probably parachuting in, skydiving in here somehow, put a hole in the ceiling and just drop it. But that's probably not going to happen yet until I retire, which hopefully your kids are here by then. All right? So we're going to get started. Welcome back. Seems like not too long ago we were here doing the graduation, and the next senior class was out, and now the seniors are here. 7th grade, welcome to junior high and high school. All right? It's going to be a fun experience. Yeah. Good luck. All right? We got some trivia questions. All right, just like every year. First year I did 10, last year I did 5, this year I'm going to do 5 more. These questions have something to do with the staff. Maybe it has something to do with the zip line. Maybe it has something to do with Mr. Bachman again, who knows? All right, so if you get a question right, just raise your hand. I'll choose on you, answer it, and I'll get you something. All right? First question. What year did Mr. Hathaway graduate from Leigh Community Schools? What year did he graduate? Raise your hand and shoot out a year. Grayson. 1996. Were you even born in 1996? Not quite. Close. 2010 or 11, you said? 2012. No. Already said. Good grief. The only one that said. 2010 is correct. Nice job, Brayden. Somebody remember these, please. All right? Looks a little different now. It's the beard. All right, next question. How old did Mr. Jeff Bachman turn in the spring? 40 is correct. He looks the exact same. It's got to be the hair on top of that. Question 3. All right, he talked about this is the most kids we've ever had. Snowman, how many elementary classes are split this year? 3 is correct. Kindergarten, 1st grade, and 3rd grade all have split classrooms. That's pretty amazing. Question 4. We have a long-term sub. Mrs. Hageman's having a baby. Just like her teacher is right now. She might have had the baby by now. I don't really know. But what is she having there, Luke? What? A boy is correct. In about less than a month and a half. And question number 5. How many feet is the zip line? Be within 5 feet. Yeah. 170. Not quite. Corbin.
Not quite.
Between there.
Not quite. Okay. What? Just said. Riley.
135.
Close. Trent.
142 feet is that zip line. Mr. Fisher and I only made it about 70 feet, so we started low. All right, so hopefully somebody has those answers, and whoever won those candy bars, come find me. I'll make sure I grab you something. All right, so I always like to do that to get everybody welcome back and participating. Student handbook. All right, we went away from printing these things off to finding them online. All right, you need to find it online and get the paper and sign it. All by September 1st.
Some of you might have it done by now.
I don't really know. But even if you don't sign it,
I will find you and I will
come get it signed for you. All right? There are some new changes, and we're going to talk about a couple of them. But make sure you guys find that online, read it for the most part, and then get it turned back.
Some updates. Same kind of thing. They're found on the school website, lunch study hall. A majority of you have been in lunch study hall multiple times. All right, some of you haven't been in it at all, which is good. All right, same situation. There's a couple new kids here.
Junior high kids, this is going to be different for you, especially you seventh graders that don't know how to turn anything in on time. If at any time you are missing 3 assignments, you will be eating lunch with a teacher. All right? Not me this year.
So you'll be eating lunch with a teacher
during that lunch. Junior high, you guys get it pretty easy because you only eat from 12:25 to 12:50, so you only get to spend about 25 minutes with that teacher. High school kids, remember, anytime after the bell rings at 11 or 12:12 up until 1:07, no matter if there's Patriot period, it doesn't matter, you're going to stay there for the entire hour. All right? So make sure that you get your stuff done and get your stuff done on time. Unless you're a freshman, and I'll talk about that later. Tardies, all right? Last year, Carter Tim, Xander Ross, Andrew Rivera. There was a handful of kids that decided, you know what, let's just be late. Well, this year we're going to do the tardy party at the end of the semester, semester by semester. All right? I think we still do something called the Grinch room, correct? All right, so we are going to follow that baby to a T. If you have 5 tardies, you spend a half an hour. Every tardy after 5 is a half hour. So let's see who can figure this out. If you're tardy 10 times in a semester, how much time do you have to chill with the office? Liam?
A whole hour.
A whole hour. Not quite. First 5 is a half hour. 6th one's a half hour. 7th one's a half hour.
What do we got? Mr. Bachman?
3 hours. And what time do we get out on the last day of school? 1 o'clock. So from 8 to 11, you guys will be chilling, not doing anything. Okay? So make sure you're here on time and you're doing what you're supposed to. Okay? The difference in tardies is you might be able to walk in 5 minutes late with Mr. Course, but then Mrs. Bachman, you have to be there on time. You have to know the teacher. Who puts in tardies, who doesn't. If I were you, I would just probably be on time. All right? And the cell phone policy. My favorite. The raise of hands, how many of you have a cell phone on you right now?
Really? 1, 2, 3 kids only?
I don't believe you. 4. Okay? So, that's good. I started warning you back when?
March?
Oh, 3 years ago already? Okay. So, absolutely no cell phones.
If you're caught,
there will be consequences. Some of you are laughing. That's fine. Okay, but if a school of 2,700 in Grand Island can control 2,700 students, I'm pretty sure I can control 70. All right?
so you're probably wondering this.
I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it, because it's probably just a habit. You guys are going to walk in the building, you're going to have them, and something's going to happen, and the teacher's going to fight. I might give you some grace for the first couple days. But I would say after Labor Day, boom, you're done. All right? And we're not going to be messing around. I know some of you are going to see how hard you can work to get around it instead of doing what you're supposed to. And that tells me right there what kind of kid you're going to be. Not only in school, but when you're going to be out of school after you graduate and you're going to work for somebody, you're going to see how hard you can work to not do things than rather just doing what you're asked to do. There is reasons that we decided to get rid of the cell phone. And I have yet to hear one parent, one teacher, one community member say that they didn't like the idea. When Mr. Fisher and I were talking about this, right before the board meeting, the state of West Virginia, I believe, abandoned every single school. So you have no choice.
And that's coming from a state level. It's coming to us too. We're just going to get out in front of it. All right? The sad thing is there's times that I would walk into the lunchroom, and Mr. Jeff Bachman is in there every day.
How many conversations are actually happening face to face? And I'm just as guilty. It's not good, all right? And if I could fast forward, which I don't want to, and you guys get married, and you guys all have kids, and your kids are doing the exact same thing on their cell phones, how are you going to stop them if you can't even do it? My daughter's 6 years old, and she knows how to run the dang phone already. My 3-year-old, she don't know my password yet, but she can sure swipe through YouTube Kids. That's on me. That's on my phone. But that's the easiest way to shut them up.
I'm being serious. All right? But we're getting better. And I know it's not going to be a foolproof system, that it's not going to work day one.
Okay, but like I said, I'm going to give you guys a couple days to get acquainted with it. And maybe you guys will blow me out of the water and say, you know what? I'm going to do what he asks. I'm going to do what the school asks. And I'm going to leave him in my car. Some of you are wondering, well, I don't have a car. I'm in junior high, and I have played junior high sports. That's fine. We'll have a spot in the office. Turn your phone off. Turn in the office. If you look for a 2:30 game, come grab it and go to the game. During school hours, 8 to 3:30, you will not have your cell phone on you being used in the school. Now, if you go on the bus and leave for a 2:30 basketball game and you're on the bus, go ahead. Don't care. You're going to county government day, don't care. But when you're in the school building, we should get away from the distractions and just focus on what you need to. The cool thing is, Grand Island's talking about it, they said their scores went up. 3 or 4 points. That's a big thing, seniors, right? Scholarships are huge now. You guys aren't financially sound, scholarships are huge. Just by taking that dang cell phone away during the 8-hour school day is huge. You get your homework done. They actually brought in 4 students from Grand Island, they were talking about it. They said, when I would sit at the lunch table, I would talk for 20 minutes, wouldn't do anything. I'd go to study hall, I'd be checking my phone, I'd be wasting 40 minutes there. In the bathroom, I'd be in there for 15 minutes. All that time is wasted. All that time that you're on your cell phone, you're wasting. And I think about that to myself when I'm checking ESPN. All right, I don't have Twitter because I don't remember my password. Okay? Facebook, same thing. I deleted those. I should probably delete the stupid thing anyway. But I run the school website, our school Facebook page. Okay? So please do what we ask you to do. Keep your cell phones in your car. If you can't do that, keep them in your locker turned off. Okay, and you're probably wondering what's the punishment for being caught with your cell phone. How many of you are wondering that right now? Or maybe you just get slapped on the wrist. No. Do I have that? Maybe go to the next one. There they are. The first time you get caught with your cell phone, we'll say after Labor Day, the teacher, myself, Chris, Laura, everybody in this, any custodian, staff member, doesn't matter. If they're an adult in this building and they work for LCS, they're going to abide by this. They're going to take your cell phone, they're going to turn it into me, and the first time you're going to get a detention. And that's not the only thing. What's the last part of that say? You're going to call your parents and you're going to tell them that they have to come pick you up.
And you're not gonna call off your cell phone.
You're going to call up the school phone, and you're going to call them and say, you know what, I made a mistake, got an detention after school today, come pick up my cell phone. And it has to be picked up after school. You get called at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're not coming to get it, doesn't matter, it's in the handbook, you guys can come pick it up after school. Do your part. Number 2, see how fast this goes? You get caught, or skipping the detention already happened, you didn't learn your lesson, in school suspension, your parents are going to come up. 3rd time, you're gone. Oh, maybe not yet.
Another in-school suspension, meet with your parents, come up with a plan. Obviously, you're addicted to your phone, can't handle it. We'll come up with another solution, and then it just goes on, and then we'll just get rid of you. Don't know how to follow the rules, that's fine. Is everybody on the same page?
Nope.
That's too bad.
Okay? Make sure.
You do what we ask you. If you can't do it, go somewhere else.
What? How many of you have Apple Watches on you right now?
Or some kind of smart watch.
One person only? Those are gone.
Can't use them. Earbuds.
Now you can listen to music.
Alright, this is the difference. When it's hooked to your phone, hooked to your Apple Watch, whatever, you can't have earbuds.
Now maybe you want to listen to on your computer. Bluetooth it to your computer instead. Because more than likely your teachers will have you listen to stuff that's different. We don't want your cell phone, we don't want your Apple Watches, we don't want your smart watches.
Make sense? Perfect. Quickly, bus and riding fans, alright? We're going to do that here in a little bit. We're going to go through evacuation stuff. Make sure the biggest thing is if you bring stuff on the bus, you take it off. Alright? The buses are a disaster. I'm not sure how 94 and 97, the ones that get transported between here and Clarkson, have so much junk in them. But whatever you bring on the bus, you clean it up. Alright? If you don't want to do that, well, then tell your coaches and hopefully they understand that they need to pick them up. There are cameras on the new buses. There's cameras in the parking lot. So if you come flying in here during a snowy day and you get a light bulb, guess what? We've seen you. You sideswipe a vehicle, we see you. Okay? So make sure you drive careful. We have, 100 kids.
Alright, we have 100 elementary kids out there that are walking. Okay? Be careful. We don't even need anybody to get killed on our sidewalks, especially when some of you drive on the sidewalks. Locker rooms. Alright, I added one thing on here because Laura
Wanted me to mention this. There was a lot of junk. She's got 3 totes behind in her room back there that are going to Goodwill because you guys don't know how to clean up your stuff.
anything that she finds on the
Locker room floor will be taken into the lost and found immediately. You leave a towel on there, it's not going to be there the next day, I promise you. And then you're going to have to go find her and ask her where it's at. I don't know how often she goes there, but your stuff might not be there. Clean up after yourself. Study hall, exact same.
Alright, I know you 8th graders were looking forward
To this. Rotating study halls, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 1 week, 5th, 6th, and 7th the other week. The biggest change is, remember, it's up to your teachers. If your teacher says, you know what, we're not on a Monday, you're not having study hall on a Thursday, don't come whining to me. Ultimately, it's up to the teachers. If you don't use it, you're probably going to lose it. It was a huge topic, right? Especially you freshmen coming in. That was one of the reasons why you didn't get junior high study halls, because some of you don't know how to use it. The exact same thing with the high school. You don't know how to use it, it's gone. One thing that we are going to focus on is if you are down in a class, if you have study hall that day, we're probably going to ask you to go to that teacher.
So if you're down in Mr. Forrest's math class during study hall that day, we're probably going to ask you to go.
Just so you guys can get extra help. Excellent.
Computers.
This is another change. We had a couple. Well, one for sure that broke 2 computers within a week. Okay? So, you guys or your parents pay $35 for the deposit for the first computer. The school will pay for that. After that, you are responsible for every single break, year by year. So if you break your computer the first week, Grayson, you guys will be paying for it.
Understood? Some of you guys have really nice computers, so it's $1,200 a piece. I wouldn't waste your parents' money on that. Justin talks about leaving stuff in there. Already, I can't remember who it was. I already saw, it was one, I don't know if it was one of those dance team members or whatever. They already had the schedules. Or not, there was a jack cable that was smashed in there already. Right? You're already messing up your screen. Okay? But that's on you. If you have $1,200 to burn, you could probably give it to me. All right, don't put trash in your bags. There were some nasty ones last year. Ask Justin. There was some M&Ms that were melted in the little compartment screen where you put your compartment where you have your charger, and it was all red and green and blue. Yeah, it was disgusting. Make sure you clean that crap out. Student of the month. Reminder: the teachers will nominate you for student of the month. And then the teachers will vote on you, and we will have 3 students of the month. That hasn't changed at all. And it's not just about your grades, all right? Like right now, I'm watching Snowman touch Jared's hair. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, yes, I'm calling you out. Okay, let's keep our hands to ourselves. That's a junior high thing. You guys touch each other, right? Hopefully not. Freshmen, you don't do that anymore. That stage is over. Okay? Attitude, kindness, improvement, all right? Get better, have fun, all right? Don't come here and hate your life. Because the next 175 days are going to go fast. Promise you, 175 days, it's going to be in and out of here. You guys will be walking the streets, going to college. Juniors, you guys will give this. Hopefully not, you're not walking the streets. Okay? Next one. Students of the year. Let's get up. She had no idea this was coming. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the question and I'll talk a little bit more. I want to know, and teachers, you could probably do the same if you think about what's going to be the question. What did receiving the Student of the Year last year mean to you? I want you to think about it. Okay? So this was something that I wanted to implement because, like I told the teachers the other day, so many times we are focused on what the things that you do, what you guys grow, the things that you guys go out of your way. It goes all the way from doing the things in the classroom, to going to one act, to speech, to all the sports that you guys do, and yet you guys still come here and enjoy what you do. And that's why, when I was going in and I was having conversations with the teachers and Mrs. Gall and Mr. Fisher about when we chose Brianne as one of the Students of the Year, what kind of role models do we have in this building? And I could have picked a bunch of you. Okay, but it was the extra step that Brianne took to be the first ever Student of the Year, one of them. Okay, so I'm going to ask Brianne. I want her to tell you exactly what Student of the Year meant to her.
Okay, it meant like the whole world to me because you can ask Mr. A. Bachman. I don't think he's in here, but how many times I came in early asking him trick questions, and then I spent like an hour and a half after school with Mr. A. Bachman playing basketball with his kids because I needed to finish my trick test because I didn't know how to do the problem, but I knew it was somewhere there, and I was just sitting there trying to figure it out. So I was really excited because I spend a lot of time at home working to be better at school and be better at my extracurricular activities, so it was nice for the teachers to notice that.
That's all we want. We want you to do what we ask you to do. No crying, no whining. We want to take this serious, and I want to recognize you in a bigger way. Yes, Student of the Month is a big deal. It is. All right, you guys get nominated by the teachers. They see the good things that you're doing, but it's not just grades. It's sitting here, listening, doing what we ask you to do, participating, volunteering, being a great role model for everybody that sees you. And I know that's not going to be 100% of the time. But the amount of time that your 4 high school years take, and then you add on junior high, I'm telling you, it goes by so fast that in one day you guys will be in my position looking back, man, I wish I would have done that. Man, I wish I would have done this. Don't give yourself that chance to say, man, I wish. Do it. Do what you want to do. All right? And then maybe you can be in one of the positions that Mr. Budget and Mrs. Fisher were in. All right? That was something else that I wanted to add. Go ahead to the next one. All right, Teachers of the Year, okay? That was voted on by you, all right? You guys nominated, all the teachers were nominated, all right? right? First semester, second semester, and then I did the exact same thing. I have a rubric that shows me exactly what I want to, quote unquote, judge or, number the teachers on how well that I thought they did.
Okay, they go out of their way to help you.
There's a bunch of different things. If you want to see that, I can show it to you. Okay, but it was the things that they went out of their way. They did the things, the small things to help you guys be who you are. All right, and I'm going to ask the same question to both of these guys. What did winning the Teacher of the Year mean to you?
It meant a lot. I just really like this place, and I just really like all of you, so it meant a lot. A lot.
Mr. Bushman?
Okay, so it didn't really mean a lot, but I think what meant the most was and I think I can speak for all the teachers, seeing all the nice comments that you guys had about us. And it just reminds me, make sure you guys remember that stuff, and the days that you really hate us and you don't want to deal with us and that kind of stuff, teachers, those comments. Those comments meant a lot. So thank you guys for all that.
All right, I do this every year. You guys remember these pictures?
You guys used to be cute. What the heck happened? My favorite, way right, middle.
Who is that? Wow.
I have connections. Bottom right. What's up, Carter?
Liam, do you see yourself?
That's me over there?
You were handsome.
Wow.
I can't believe your mom and your dad actually made you guys dress as twins since kindergarten. Right?
Oh, now I see myself.
Stender! You had long hair.
Keely. Nice face. Who else am I missing? Oh, Cammy. Bottom third, right? Who's my bottom left? Where's Riley? Who's the second on the right? Second on the bottom left.
Brienne. And then the one next to her, Isabel. And then the Urbon.
Oh, who's on the end?
Where's she at? Miss Lynch. That's Allison with the little ponytails. So cute. Oh, and how do we forget about Jared? Man, you guys used to love school. These are the smiles that we want to see. Here in a couple of years, freshmen, that's going to be you guys up there. It goes by fast. Some say it goes by too fast.
That's kindergarten. Some of you haven't changed a lot, some of you have changed a lot. But like it says up there,
It goes way too fast. It does. I know that you guys are going to have some great days, good days. Some of you are going to have bad days. But look back at those pictures right there. You guys did nothing different. You guys did nothing different. You came to this place and you loved it. All right? I want the same thing this year. Come to the school, enjoy your time, enjoy your time here at LCS because it doesn't last forever. I want you guys to have a fantastic year. And in 185 school days, you guys seniors will be walking across the stage for your last time. It's going to go fast. Trust me. Enjoy your time here because you won't be here forever.
have a great year, okay?
This is what I need first. Hopefully there are 3 buses out there. 7th and 8th grade, you are going to be on the first bus with me. 9th and 10th grade, you guys are going to be on the middle bus with Mr. Jay Bachman. 11 and 12, you guys are going to be on the last bus with Mr. Chris Cryptolite. After we do that whole spiel, you guys will have the first period.
Any questions? If you want to drop it out of class, you might want to see me sometime today. If you don't have your computer, you might need to see me sometime today. When you're done with the evac in the first period, be ready to rock and roll. Let's have a great school year and go Pats.